Hello everyone here on SpeedGaming to another race from the Metroid Prime to Randomizer Mentor tournament. Today we have Marcus Mask versus khaemere. Marcus mentors Belokuikuini and we have Lenophis for khaemere. Yeah, gonna be an exciting race hopefully, and I will not be commentating alone myself. Content here will be joined by Storm.
Yes, I will be here this time. Not leaving you alone. Like yesterday.
It will probably be fine. Actually, I did not look up the standings. Do you have them ready?
Yep, and here we go. And what is their first item? That will be a launcher, right off the bat. And a handball translator and transport B.
Okay. Nice to know, I guess.
Especially if they grab it and they have something to get transport A, they can get that right away. Perhaps if there is bombs on Albert, who knows? Talking about Albert, here they go. Taking out the little guys first, as usual.
Quick note too, there's a one runner agreement being on new patcher that has to be taken into account.
Correct. That has a few logic, a few consequences in logic. Mark is not choosing to use his missiles on the other guys. I suppose we will see him use it on Albert. Perhaps not. Ah, there they are. Shots, and we'll see what Albert is having. There you go, Marcus. And it's just a missile expansion. Mia is gonna follow suit pretty soon. Obviously, Maka doesn't have to check what the item is. We already know that.
Yep. Convenient little time save, no need to look up.
That's a few seconds saved, yeah. We're taking it safe, killing those enemies. Also not looking. Also not. I did not see what was in Temple Assembly side there.
It was kind of glowy. Alright. Okay.
So Scavenger check to me now. That's a key.
Taken a key.
Right. Ice checking. Ooh, but what is this? Seems like Marcus wants it at least.
Yeah.
It might be space jump, I think, from this distance.
Yeah. I think that is probably what it's gonna be.
Yeah. Marco attempting the extended dash method here. We can perform an E-dash here, straight into the pillar. It's harder than the slope jump, but more consistent if you manage it. Which is what khaemere is trying to do right now.
Yep. And gets it.
Get it really fast. That one sometimes can take a while. Oop, and Marco gets the E-dash as well.
So very nice, both.
Yep. Indeed.
Both methods shown and both get that rather quickly.
Yeah, I is indeed space jump. Definitely wouldn't have wanted to leave without grabbing that first.
No, absolutely not. Like, imagine what the seed can do to us to get to that. We are supposed to find more bombs, but they can be quite deep into Aegon if they want to.
Mm-hmm.
At this point.
What do we have on a cursed lake? We have a life support system.
Information that's probably not gonna come into play, but you never know.
Oh,
But we
okay,
like
so
to.
Get another missile expansion.
Bombs, 3 ways to spawn safe. Station A. Huh. Well, not too surprising that they probably come up rather early.
Yep. Was it up to 3 away?
I think so.
What can that? I'm thinking it's probably gonna be a classic on Pole Access A, which I believe is
Probably.
exactly 3 rooms away.
Oh, was exactly.
Marker climbing the Mine Plaza, fast away. Can't yet check here. We don't have bombs or power bombs.
Probably on the return trip though.
Mm-hmm. Some E-tank up there. Might pick it up on next pass to this one. And we get, surprisingly, bombs.
Who could have seen that coming?
So Marcus, we're gonna head back and get immediately the item that was in Oh, no, I guess can we get the E-tank first? Yep. Okay, wants that E-tank.
Understandably so.
Hopefully down. Yeah, when you have no health and there's a possibility you end up doing the jump guardian loop early, it's always nice to get an extra tank.
Yeah.
And on that layer of the room you have a little hive here, which you can use to jump up there, which you're not supposed to, but there's the tank. Meanwhile, khaemere is choosing to go to jump guardian right away, it seems.
I mean, we do have the item in transport center that we can get to. Logic, jump guardians and logic. Without an E-tank, it's a bit annoying to maneuver through.
Yeah, I think Marco is doing the same thing, just picked up the E-tank and is now headed towards jump guardian, it seems.
Given that we do have bombs and can do jump guardian early, we have no access to GFMC yet. This is new patcher, but once we get there and we have jump guardian done, we can do it in one power swoop. So
it is always nice to not leave the top of the ship orphaned.
Yep.
You never know what you get there, especially with space jump early like that. Just a bit curious why they did not grab the mining station access. It would have taken probably like 20 seconds, and you never know what's there as well. Definitely are they more interested though, so we'll see how that goes. Khaemere will have to watch their life a bit more closely here because they did not get the extra E-tank that Marco does. Doesn't seem like there's anything on Crossroads. I think that's just a missile expansion.
yeah, nope, the missile expansion.
have space jumps. Passing that room is no problem. It can be a bit stressful when you have no space jump and no E-tanks and no suit.
We kind of are seeing the difference already. Just having been one extra E-tank, Marker's Mask can just be way more lenient with the health.
Yep.
You're a bit more reliant on drops.
Yeah, has to spend a bit more time getting some more drops to not die. Well, Marker is just rushing through. And both of them are going for the Broom Closet, which is just another missed expansion.
So nice to maybe find something with Light Beam. Make the Jump Guardian fight easier now.
Usually not worth grabbing the Broom Closet item, not the khaemere chose to, because often, but it causes the temple room to reload. You pick that item, which wastes a few seconds.
Now we're gonna shoot the air in front of the statue, because Jump Guardian's hitbox is already there.
I always forget how many shots we need to do on this one.
I couldn't fully tell you. I have a number of 25 charge shots in my head from somewhere.
I think I read 22 not long ago, but then I don't know how that works along with missiles. So you kind of have to eye it a bit, like get a general idea. Yeah, I do believe it is 22 fully charged shots, but missiles are a bit less powerful than charge shots. So. Yep, Marker thinks he's done enough. Boy was missing just one charge beam shot there. That will not take long to finish this fight.
So far, conveniently put the breakdown for the damage in the chat. So yeah, it's 22 charge shots.
Dead on Marcus.
It's like 2 missiles are a bit more than 100. Ah, power bomb.
PB expansion, so it's not logical, but we do like that.
Yeah.
Sonic Boom in junction site. And khaemere is going for the kill. There you go. Jump Guardian is normal. So it doesn't seem like we found anything useful on Jump Guardian loop, but well, maybe when we go to GFMC there'll be something on the ship. And to be fair, that PB expansion is quite nice.
And GFMC is still not in logic, so no logical way to break the gates.
They could choose to go if they wanted without PB, but it's probably not priority. Marker just left the loop. Here, on over there. It's still pretty tight so far, no big divergence in routing. Oh, that is quite unfortunate on khaemere's end. Did not get a health drop from the Incash, sadly.
Yeah, that's right back to start.
Yeah, and the door did not want to open fast enough to get to safety behind it. That is really unfortunate.
Yep. Really shows how helpful that one E-tank that Marker's Mask got really is. You just have so much more health to spare.
Thankfully, it shouldn't take too long to recover because there basically wasn't anything on Jump Guardian. So we just have to pick up the space jump and the bombs again.
Yeah, I mean, the power bomb expansion could be nice for routing, and we don't know what's the second item on the ship, so...
It is definitely a loss. We'll have to see if he decides to go back and do the Jungan loop again, or just choose to forgo it and try to make up some time on that, just hoping that will not play out in the future. But definitely a loss of time either way, sadly. So Marcus is continuing onto Bomb Guardian. I suppose he's gonna halve a bit. Yep, there we go. One-shotting it, making for a quick fight.
Very convenient to have. Another E-tank.
Well, we'll take it. We don't have any suits anyway. I don't think they have checked mining station access yet.
I don't think so.
What's in
Probably
the energy
wants it.
controller? It's anonymous expansion.
Unusable.
Well, it's not gonna leave much in logic at this point. Actually, no, we do have the bomb, so we could actually do a significant part of the labs.
We
So
could
we'll have
also
to
get
see.
our translator out of Transport B.
That is very true. At that point, we could definitely get the item that is in Transport A, whatever it is.
Which might actually be what the logic intends for us to do next.
So I think Maka at this point has a choice. It's probably gonna check mining station access now. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's either going to the labs or going back to Temple Grounds for a bit of cleanup. Nice Ember.
Amber.
That would have been nice to get earlier for sure.
Well, we're probably gonna check Sand Cache real quick now, please.
Yep.
And get a hint here, I would
Yep.
say.
Because now he has to return to the pole chamber and to the energy controller to scan the hints.
Yeah.
Bit
Would
of
have
a
been
loss
nice
of
to have
time.
earlier.
Yep. We got a movement system bioenergy.
Bioenergy production. Ooh.
So that is accessible already. And that could be... Wait, it could be grapple, gravity, or screw attack. So I wonder what Marcus decides to do with this information. Might decide to go into the labs after all. Secure that as soon as possible. Especially if it is screw attack.
What if it is grapple though?
Man, it would give some interesting logical informations. Even if we don't really need it. Most of the time at least.
At least checking the Endearing portal terminal now.
Yep.
And
That's it.
wasted some time on it.
Khaemere got the space ramp again, nicely done. And we'll be on our way back to Aegon now. Seems like Marco's going for a save. Maybe return to Temple Grounds, I'm not sure, we'll see what he does.
We do have a power bomb expansion. We can do the GFMC loop if we want to. Just like maybe even get super missiles if we're lucky. Before we go to bioenergy production. Let's really screw up there.
Yep. Seems like Marco is choosing to go back to Temple Grounds. Probably gonna pick the Mining Plaza item. Or maybe just
going
getting
for
the
a
hint and going back to labs, and we'll see. Chica is dead. No Chica on the seat. I didn't actually see what in Plaza.
I believe Chad spotted an E-tank there. It's really not that easy to see here.
Yeah, Marco is going back to Temple Grounds.
I mean, Screwtech also would put GFMC into logic, so
Yeah, it would.
if there's a beam on there, then and we get that when we go over there, we can maybe get those items faster. On the other hand, sand. Yeah, with Screwtech we could check Wind Chamber immediately. Not sure how firm either runner here would be on E-dashes.
That is quite fair. Yeah, you could maybe think if it is core attack, then it might just tell to say to go to GFMC, so might as well go now. I guess is death. Sort right enough. And his mentors. Waiting for the Dark Mist Cooper and Hive Chamber B. It's as good moment as any to grab that right now. Quick water the Trooper, the Power Bomb. Oh, and that is... Oh, probably have to scan that. That is the cannonball.
Cannonball.
Okay. So choosing
Leaving it for
to...
now.
Oh, but he has to grab it to leave the room.
Well, unfortunate.
Yeah, you cannot. That is pretty interesting. Like you cannot. The gate stays closed until you pick up the item, and there is no way out else. Probably would have preferred not to pick it up because, especially with that screw attack, might have to be forced to lose it later. To having to use a cannon. But well, for now, doesn't really have a choice. So.
I mean, we know that Chica's out already, so like the worst thing to not have Cannonball 4 is not gonna happen.
Not a BB expansion in Hive Chamber B.
Which is kind of convenient.
That'll definitely be nice on the way to GFMC. Yeah, true. If it is crew attack on bow energy, then it shouldn't be a big deal to have taken the cannonball now. That is true. But, well, all depends on what we find when we go there.
I mean, knowing that it is a movement system up there, like we don't really have too much else that we can get currently on logic. If it's not screw attack, so
yeah, if it wasn't screw attack, I think communications area is in logic and power energy production, and possibly a vanilla dark beam. That would be all. So it's not the most likely, even though it can happen. That's nothing there. Communication area was just a missile. Probably gonna check the hint for Ing Reliquary now.
let's relate it up. Not needed.
Since to access Ing Reliquary unit the Seekers, and the only interesting thing we can get as a missile with a upgrade is Seekers. Khaemere, back in Dark Aegon and low health. Oh, just got the gold pickup, perfect.
That's an E-tank on GFMC. Nice to dupe.
I'll be duped, yeah. Khaemere back to King Legend Guardian. At least doesn't need to check the Broom Closet this time. That was just a missile expansion, it's not gonna be worth. Oh, the top that is something. That is a light beam. Oh yeah, okay. So it is quite likely that it's screw attack and bioenergy with light beam here.
Yeah. How it's gonna look like, and it looks like Marcus Mask is just open. Yeah. Expansion.
Yeah. I'm going to check Wind Chamber and Wind Chamber Gateway. Well, knowing that it's a light beam on the ship, definitely a good thing to see Khaemere going back for the Drum Guardian.
Yep. That is kinda important to have.
I think that's just a missile expansion from what I see.
Yeah, it does look like a missile expansion.
And probably gonna be dashing around towards the gateway.
Going for normal dashes. Gets the first one.
Yeah, you don't need to E-dash here. E-dash does make it even easier if you can do it, but just normal dashes are perfectly enough to cross the chamber.
Yep, that's over just fine. And
that dog beam on gateway.
Well, I need to dash now, and yeah, a screw attack is getting more and more likely to be the item in.
Yeah, light beam and dog beam back to back there. That is very worth it.
Trying roll jump to get back.
It's also possible to scan dash back, but you do have to either have to bend it forwards, else you just go into the wall.
That looks like we're going for the scan now.
Roll jumps are not easy. Like the window of time you have to get, like you have to be late enough to get the instant morph, but also early enough to still be within the window of time you can jump. It's not that simple, I find. So here, marker has to dash, it has to bend it forwards.
Like there's a little bit input from Bedo coming in now on how to do the dash.
Yep. Like you dash as usual, but you are supposed to hold forward on the stick after dashing to be able to actually get to the platform. Else that happens.
Well, come here. Back into normal again.
Yep. Probably is gonna make her way now to.
And marker.
Oh, yeah,
got
Marcus
back.
got it. Just has one more dash to get back home.
Now going for the E-dash.
Interesting, yeah. It seems like he wants to do the E-dash to come back.
I mean, the normal dashes back are a bit harder, or at least the first ones, I want to say. So
That won't make the distance. Yep, that was hard. Khaemere is trying to do the quick to get that E-tank in main station A. Seems like she got it. She's on top of the wall now, and we'll jump towards the E-tank. Very nicely done.
close that one.
Thankfully Marcus has a lot of life, so I don't think he'll be running out anytime soon.
Getting that dupe E-tank there from GFMC is definitely very helpful in this situation. Looks like Khaemere's also going for Bomb Guardian and possibly Energy Controller. Oh,
And Marcus just got the E-dash.
Yeah, without Ember there on the other side.
Yep, seems like
So-
both of them neglected to do Mountain Station access. I guess both of them thought, oh, we'll just get it when we're on our way back out. And Marcus is going to finish by checking Transport A. However, since he hasn't picked up the Emerald yet, he will have to save warp to get out. Probably wouldn't have been a bad idea to save warp and pick up the Emerald first, because that would also have allowed peeking FTA if he knows how to do it, and avoiding the save warp here.
Yep.
That is just a missile.
Yes,
however.
missile. Yeah,
Now I gotta take the save warp, maybe a save along the way. Yep. Welcome here as defeated the Bomb Guardian, picking the energy control item. Probably. We'll go check the main station access now. What would be interesting to see if she decides to go pick up that movement system if she gets the hints, or does like Marcus and go straight to GFMC. Which I think in that case, as long as you can perform the dashes required to get Windshaper Gateway, was definitely the right idea.
Yep.
Marcus will now probably be heading towards the labs with both beams in hand.
and that will feel very, very nice. Opening the stone, because again, no need to wait for when we get back here.
He's about to get the Ember. There we go. At the same time, Marco is trying to get that Emerald there. There it is. You don't need to go around in a multiple tunnel, you can just do a little precise space jump to grab the item. Okay. Come here with the Ember, probably gonna open Send Cache and check hints as well. There's the movement system and bow energy production. That's where we'll see what they decide to do. Seems like they also go towards double grounds.
In Plane of Dark Worship, that's a key, most likely.
Yeah, I think that's a red key. Yeah. Making use of Cannonball to grab it now.
Very
Use of
nice.
Cannonball.
Another Aegon key.
That's the second Aegon key, if I'm not wrong.
Yep. No hint for Morbus yet, but if chat was correct and there wasn't any tank,
But at least if one is required, it won't be for the main plaza. Thanks to Drake, who's taking over the tracking, it seems.
Khaemere also back to Temple Grounds. We'll probably head over to GFMC. See if we're gonna do the side trip for 5 chambers. Looks like it.
Seems they're going for the same routing. Sadly just a bit delayed by that death early on, sadly, in Dark Aegon. Well, Marcus is back in Aegon, and I assume he will head towards the labs, or might check a few things on the temple side first.
Now
Might
that you
choose-
have,
Yes?
well, now that you have both beams, you could decide to just go the route over vent area, get the hint from energy control if you really want. But looks like Mercosmas is just going straight to labs.
Yep, yeah, you had two options there. Either from the front, which is what Marcus needs to be doing, or go towards Temple, maybe check Mineshaft, and then go through Ventilation Shaft straight to Dark Summers.
Could have even peeked Spider Spray if you wanted to. Not on logic yet with missing power bombs and no suit, but always following the logic is not always like leading to a fun time.
That's true. I don't think anything is in logic in Spell Treasure yet, sadly, yeah. But sometimes it was just checking what there is. Information is power. We found the cannonball from the ducts as well. Command Center has miss expansion. He's now on his way to check storage B, I believe. Which is also a miss expansion. And it's
We are just going to fire energy production.
and we will get to confirm whether or not that was a square attack. But considering all we found in GFMC, it seems likely that it was.
Like, I don't think with that with Command Center being a missile, there's not really much other options left at this point.
a few flying troopers. We're gonna check. Yep, that is indeed the screw attack.
Who could have seen that coming?
I am truly surprised.
Yeah, screw attack. Both beams. Light dart. Getting quite nice loadout.
Supposing they will go and clear the labs, probably check doomed entry as well, and probably decide from there what they want to do.
We do have options now. At least here in Aegon.
Yeah, even in Aegon there's options, and it is possible to enter Taurus at this point already, I believe. Actually, no.
Don't think so, at least not logically.
We would need a supers or a suit, logically. I'm assuming they might just find that in Aegon or Dark Aegon. Welcome here, finding the light beam on top of the ship.
Khaemere's also going for the dashes.
Yep. So we'll see if she goes for the dashes. That seems likely since she's picking up some power bombs.
I mean, if nothing else, you want to at least peek the first room.
Because easy going through the puzzle, the nice thing with Cannonball is you don't get bothered by those lasers.
Save in the screw attack. Make sure you don't lose it.
We're picking the wind chamber. Cannonball markers, but you're gonna check and crossing out logic. No reason not to at this point. Yeah, and Khaemere is going for the dashes. Didn't quite make it, but did hit the trigger for the terminal fall to spawn her on the other side, so that's all good.
We'll now see the dark beam there.
So
Meanwhile,
processing nothing.
Yep, just dark ammo. Yeah. You made it to the dark beam. Now to make it back.
Well, Darkson is probably about to get blown to bits. Yep. Problem making spot work of that. Khaemere attempting to bend the dash to make it.
And there's the last Aegon key.
That is one's open. Will they answer the call, or will they think it's a bait? Because let's face it, it often is. Until they didn't.
That's another red key. A knife key, that's most likely very uninteresting. Related upgrade to Oasis. That is probably not going to be anything either. Don't have Annihilator yet, but
because maybe checking Central Mining Station. I don't know if you checked that already.
I don't think so.
Yep, it's going for that. Because I assume at that point probably would go after the entry now. Meanwhile, Khaemere did exit the gateway. Trying to cross wind chamber back the other way.
do have another E-tank on mining station. And we do have a beam related on battlegrounds. That could be supers.
That's possible. If we do find Dark Visor somewhere. Well, Market goes back in for the doomed entry. Haven't really found anything other than screw attacks. Let's just keep clearing. What was that until the doomed entry? I think that was just a missile expansion.
That's
Ooh,
Seekers.
That is indeed Seekers. We want that. Not sure it opens much at the moment, outside of all of Bonnet Dead, I think. Oh, and Mining Station B as well. So,
All of Honor Dead has the problem that we don't have logical boost ball yet, so while we could check it, it's not supposed to be checked yet.
I think logically this actually opens nothing quite yet. If we consider the fact it's a cannonball and not a boost. Because Mining Station B, I believe you logically need boost to get the item there, and we don't have logical PB for the storage A item. Oh, no, that's missile expansion, I believe.
That is an expansion.
Not being fully sure scanning. Yep, no, we are sure now.
And Khaemere made it out.
Yeah, let's go. I don't believe 12 is open right now. No.
Not logically.
Yeah, not logically. Like they could make it up the half pipe with cannon, but that is not boost. So 12 is not open logically yet. The front way wouldn't be open either. Even the supers are suit for that gear. So what does that leave logically outside of? I think Incash for worms.
I think that's about it. Yeah.
But we're gonna have people starting wanting to get supers on worms now.
I mean, at this point, like, it's literally a 50-50. Oh, Mineshaft.
Mineshaft has been left, yeah.
That is
And
actually
ventilation A as well.
right, they did not go through that.
So those are also indeed possibilities.
So, probably not worms yet. Like,
Worms
Mineshaft.
would be, yeah, worms would be the very last thing to consider doing at this point. Here is save warping. I suppose she just checked transport A. We'll now be on their way back to Aegon. Meanwhile, Market is going for Mineshaft. Probably is gonna check Mining Station B. So we do have Seekers, and we can non-logically get the 2 items down there plus a hint. But we take that.
Say that was a missile.
We're gonna get the hint here. Let's see what it says. Gravity boost rooms away from Safe Station A Sanctuary Fortress. That is interesting. I think at points I can point at Sank entrance, among other things. No, never mind, I don't think so actually. The second entrance, I believe, is 4 rooms away from the safe station. Could be on Hall of Coin Mastery, though, I think.
Seems likely.
Or on Main Research, I think, is the 2 places that could be on. Yeah, I think that's Main Research or Hall of Combat Mastery. 3 rooms away from that safe station. Yeah, it was safe station A in sync.
Yeah, Sync entrance is 4 away.
So it seems like main station B didn't have anything. Oh, Marcus going back for the hint in the energy controller. Right, they never went back to grab that one. Well, now's a good time as any. Oh, that is fair. One of the Aegon key was not logical since we used Cannonball to get it.
That is true.
Ooh, Amovis is guarding a Sky Temple key.
Don't think we cared too much about the key not being logic or not. We are going to fight Amorphous at some point.
We are gonna see some worms indeed. At least they will not be running after those keys. I suppose we'll see the Sand Cabin check being done. Oop, do not roll into this or you will lose your cannonball. I think he realized that quickly.
Yep.
Well, khaemere is back in Aegon.
3.
Well, that's not a seed what we'll share for our life, I think. I do wonder if Marco is gonna check Spotted Treasure or not. Definitely not held to check Aiden Cliff. I think it's gonna kill the pillbox from a 4 power bomb, so I think that might indicate he intends on going for Spotted Treasure.
Which makes sense. You're right there. I mean, we could just find a suit here and put it into logic.
Ooh, that is supers.
Or we
that
can
is
find
supers.
supers.
That is logical Torvus now.
Yep.
He is going for Spotted Treasure.
You are already just wanting another power bomb or
I think he might want more drop.
yeah.
Yep.
I mean, there are the boxes on the room with the quad that you can also get for power bomb, which if you have none, you are guaranteed to get one.
Yeah, that's usually what I do myself. Just break those boxes right on the left when you enter the room. Usually you get a power bomb from these. I suppose we'll see a bit of Spotted Treasure. Probably gonna check Ace and Cliff, see what's in Hall of Con Mastery and Cutting Chamber. Then probably go to Torvus. Or maybe play conservative and check what's on Storage C and Warrior's Walk. We'll see.
Don't think that looked like gravity in Hall of Combat Mastery.
So it might be in main research there. Might be worth doing worms like right after to get rid of it and check Warrior's Walk at the same time. We'll see what they decide to do. Second chamber. I don't think that's anything. Pixels. And plenty of life for
That's a Sky Temple key. We take that.
We do. Always nice to see. Sky Temple key 6. Which is the first one they find in the seed. Khaemere is checking Central Mining Station. She's right on the steps of Marcus right now. Basically, they've been routing the same way so far. To be fair, I don't think there are that many ways you can route this right now.
No, not really. Like, you could have not checked Wind Chamber gateway and have left behind your Dark Beam, so you would have to take additional trips back and forth, but I think that's about most of the divergence we could have had.
Yeah, choosing to go to GFMC and not doing the dashes to Gateway would have been punished very harshly here, as you would have needed to do go all the way to the deep end of the labs, and then go all the way back to GFMC, and then again all the way back. Because I assume is going to go towards Doomed Entry again, probably to beat up the worm and check on War's Walk, if I take a guess. That seems to be
You know you need to do worms, or Warrior's Walk is logical, so might as well. And the way to Torvus is quite far. You don't have Amber. At least the logical one, I guess. Could take your cannonball and take the Egg portal too.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they do for that. Because they can go to Torvus much faster if they use a cannonball to enter directly by Aegon.
Yep.
But there's also, if you go the normal way, you can also grab 2 extra Wild Hints, which could be interesting. To see what they decide to do. War's Walk having the Annihilator.
No.
That is the Annihilator, interesting.
So, yeah. Dark Races and Battleground both completely dead now. There's nothing more beam related that we need to find.
Okay, going for the save.
Well,
I'm assuming not gonna save warp. It would be strange to bail out on worms right now.
there's not really anything else left here. Like you can get in cash 4, you didn't have to and big worms, so.
Khaemere just grabbed this attack. Yeah, at that point, I think Aegon will basically just be left with Storage C and Incash 2. They're quite far the way though.
Yeah. Incash 2 certainly is annoying given it Annihilator location. Like that is a logic.
Yeah, it is in logic. So is those Storage C with Supers. So we have to see what they decide to do. Well, we are getting some worms. Let's get some worm jam. See if Marcos goes for the Morbus skip. Which happens when you basically blow the second worm as the first one is still in the process of exploding. Which causes that piece going for it. And when you manage to do that, you skip cutscene and you have to fight the last part of the fight with only 2 worms instead of 3. It's like he got it. There you go. You can see there was no cutscene that activated, and there's only gonna be 2 worms instead of 3. And as long as you don't do this again on the last phase, you will avoid this. Alright, they didn't check the cache full yet, so I suppose they will. Let's check that. Khaemere was entering her way around the laps. About to go beat up Dark Summers, but we will also blow her to bits. And that's Worms down on Marco's side. And here's our well-deserved Sky Temple key.
Shooting that Lightning Crystal to extend its hitbox a little bit more up. You can jump out easier.
With Scroll Attack it's not really necessary because you can just use the Scroll Attack, but if you don't have it, it's quite useful to know that you can nullify the crystal and get that extra height. Well, Marco is going back. I think he wants to check Incash too.
Yeah. Like, I mean, we do have now logical Torvus access, but You are still around here. You just got the annihilator on. No.
Quite a bit commitment to how long it takes to go there, but we'll see if it pays up. And yeah, they do indeed leave in cache 4, so I wonder
That's
if
interesting.
you remember.
Like, there are save stations here, so this would be like the path, or you could save warp out of here to take the normal path that offers after this to get the hints. So maybe that is the intention. Have to see.
I saw that point. He has way enough health to be able to check the STK hints as well, so he might choose to do that. They already have supers and seekers, so that is basically free.
Especially if you have cannonballs, you just don't take any damage at all while you're rolling. So
that will make it even easier indeed. Right. Let's see what Incash has.
just ammo.
That was not quite worth it. While khaemere is doing the marker bonked on the ceiling. Always hit that ceiling. But usually you want to try and screw attack 3 as low as you can while still making the edge. And those Metroids love bumping into the elevator and making it go back up. We love that. Khaemere about to discover the Seekers. There you go. What is that? Well, logically it always is open, so there's quite a bit more than just in cache 4 left. But in Aegon I do believe it's only in cache 4. And oh, it's storage C as well.
Yeah, storage C. Now that we're supers.
Is Marcus gonna save warp here?
It looks like it.
Going for so he's doing storage C and in cache 4 behind, so let's hope there was nothing in these.
You are getting 2 more violet hints, you're getting key hints, so
yeah, I do think there's a red flag.
You get a lot of information, and you can just hope that it's not going to point to one of those two, or if they have something that the hints will actually point you back.
Yep. He probably made a gamble that Annihilator might have pointed out to cache 2, didn't work out. At that point, don't really want to waste more time cleaning the last few checks. Just gotta go on. It's probably not a bad idea, like, we have a decent amount of item, we have most of Torvis open already. Probably a good idea. And we did indeed never run into the Lightbringers, so they are safe. Shikaki's in Dark Lobbies. But we do know anyway that Chica is dead, so... Since we already have Annihilator, we already know we don't need any other red keys anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct, that was Dark Bug and Ignite.
Yep, Marker's going for hints.
Yeah, at that point. That's the thing to do. No reason not to. I think that's just missiles. Yep, missiles and water chill grounds. And we will get to check where our stickers are on this seed.
we go. 7 more to
Target
find.
7 more indeed. Let's see what they are.
Recording to logbook.
Oil
ATS.
transport.
Recording to logbook.
9 will be.
Sentence path.
Engine pass. So we probably need equalizer.
Watch station access.
That is 3 at this point normally.
Recording to logbook.
Underground tunnel.
Underground tunnel.
Recording to logbook.
Plaza access.
Which they can get not logically, but they can.
By try. Okay.
So that's Dark Visor required. And ooh, main gyro. So that is a hard echo requirement. We have nothing that's too crazy, but we do need to find Dark Visor and Echo Visor to finish this for sure. No way around this.
And we probably want to find our spider ball.
Yep. And at least one suit, no wager.
Yeah, would be probably some. Should be certainly nice to have.
Still be quite a bit to do in the city. Continuous raiding Money Station B, just found a hint about the graph boost. Very nice PSJ to get the item in there. Very well done. It would be doable with that suit, just depends on how confident they feel about this.
Yeah, don't think they are going want for light suit necessarily, but just having dark suit and not having to worry too much about how even with cannonball.
Yeah, most likely we're not gonna need light suit unless we have like, one of the visors in Spider on the location that requires it. Who knows? Jeff is correct also that since they are cannonball, they will have to be careful with main gyro. Don't want to accidentally break the seed there. As if you roll around the exposed core with cannonball, it's actually possible to accidentally touch it. Which, if you haven't done the puzzle down there, will make the cutscene in the item like not play, not appear. And you might not even notice it. And if you save after that, yeah, you can basically never get that item. Hopefully they are aware and are careful when they go there.
Another safety save.
Marcus just made it to 12s. Khaemere is going towards St. Canyon. I wonder if he'll do the same thing as Marcus, maybe check Spiral Treasure and then just go for the worms. I didn't pay attention if Marcus checked Torvis Lagoon.
That was just a missile.
Oh, okay. His grab was hinted, so it might be needed. Ooh, Dark was double grants.
Temple ground.
That is a good hint again.
They don't really have that much left in temple grounds, right? So,
I think it's mostly whole of Undead that's left.
or FTA.
Yeah, correct. Marcus was not able to pick it when he went there. FTA would be interesting because unless they know the wall crawl, they would have to find light suit for it. Which would add a bit of spice to the scene. Khaemere just found the supers. Ben walks out his missiles. We don't care about this. Oh, we do. Or not.
Just as a way to get up there.
Yep.
To the other side.
We don't want to make those extra 2 steps for 5 missiles. We don't need them.
And a burger. On the bridge.
Khaemere checking battle treasure as well.
Yep.
Getting the screw attack from the effects. Quite bullying her, but she's getting rolled. She's safe. That's a vanilla burger. A few burgers, we're up to 5 burgers now. Still haven't found the main PBs. Yeah, FTA hasn't been seen, like, both runners went there before grabbing the emerald, so neither of them have checked FTA.
Quick peek of the temper access item there.
Very nice supers to blow up both flying pirates right away. Nasty pirates moving around and avoiding those hits. Outbound Marker is probably gonna commit to clearing as much Tollis as he can, grabbing all the hints.
Yeah. I mean,
Do we
knowing that gravity is over in Sank does put a limit on what you can do in lower torps logically.
Oh,
There's
there's
our
my
main
PBs.
piece.
That is logical access to Sync now. Boosted in Taurus.
Boosted in Taurus.
Good stuff. So no boosters around, we just found main PB, so we can logically go Sync. That's interesting. Definitely some good stuff.
Also, that boost, if it is available here, which is quite likely at this point, I'd say, put all of Honor dead now fully into logic. Which could be interesting for that Dogvisor wallet, right? Oh, that's the keenness, but we know that.
The Grand Tunnel has a hint.
Recording
And
to
reads. What is that?
No 2 moss item revealed yet, but oh. How about the vanilla light seal?
Oh, there's the boost.
Yeah, there's the boost.
Oh, Taurus Grove. Making it logical now to go all the way to Plaza, and we know Plaza acts as a key anyway, so. We're up to 3 keys on markers. I think Khaemere went back to Bioenergy to check on storage C.
Yeah, looks like it. Is a check we haven't seen yet.
It's not a check we often go back to for supers because it rarely has anything. Just
So
like in
far
cash,
off
it's
of it.
quite out of the way. Yep. What's going on? Plaza access that we know has a SDK, so might as well pick it up now. Won't have spider for Plaza itself. It's possible to get it with just crew attack, but we'll see if Marcus wants to attempt that. But don't know if it's really worth right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're basically just missing Spider and Echo. And Seals, I guess, but
Yeah, the suits is important depending on whether or not the Dark Visor is an FTA.
yeah. Like I feel like it's a worthwhile risk to take, not bothering with Plaza at the moment.
About to restore at C. Or come here. And inside we got. Oh,
That's a suit.
Ooh, that is actually a suit.
Spicy.
Very interesting. If light suit ends up being needed in this seed, khaemere got an edge. That is rare for Story C to have anything. I'm quite surprised. But that might pay out later. Well, Marco's about to blow the Boost Guardian to bits. There we go. Say goodbye to the nightmare of most kids who have played this game. It's just a missile. No, they didn't have to do progression because they did have logical access to us. Because they had supers. We're gonna check cache A. Well, khaemere has save warp, so I don't know if she's seen the hint for worms, but has elected not to do this right now. Which does mean she never checked War's Walk, so does not have the Annihilator.
I don't think khaemere went for the worm side. But I mean, that hint will come from the Sky Temple keys anyway. He didn't get it.
Which I assume she's gonna... Is she gonna check Hall of Not Dead? She is. I guess we're gonna get an answer to whether Dark Visor is there or not. It's just an E-tank in Cache B. Is Marker gonna like to do Cache B Chasm? Because I know he can do it. Gonna go for the ammo recharge first of all. And we're about to see what's in Hall of Honor Dead. And that's
looks like a visor.
that's a visor, but I'm not sure if it's dark. Is that Echo?
Oh, that would be funny.
Yeah, I'm a bit. I can't really tell. Is that
It's
dark?
hard to see, but it's pro.
Yeah, it's a visor for sure. Like from afar, it kinda looks like Echo. But we'll have to see.
I mean, either way, we want it.
Yep, we do. But the implication if it's Echo is dark, it's light suit locked. Let's see. No, that is Dark Visor. Okay, so that is not in FTA.
That is probably good for Marker's Mask.
Yep. I mean that's khaemere got That's an advantage, unless we end up with Echo on FTA, which would be quite funny.
That would be really fun.
But it does let the Dark Vassal to come here earlier than Marcus. Khaemere seems to be a bit behind because of that death at the beginning, but does have a suit and Dark Vassal now. Marcus does not.
There was
And
a
what-
life support system in the Cursed Plague.
Yes, there was. That's correct.
So, that is the light suit. Then, yeah, Marker might not really come across any suits for some time.
I think Khaemere is going for Taurus now. Well, Marcus is probably going to the Underworld Temple if I had to venture a guess now. Some more items and some more hints to get down there. Just a missile. Might be down in the station. Obviously they don't have Graph and we know that isn't Sank, so gonna be quite impeded for now. And yeah, indeed, first try Seekers. They did not miss today for once.
Kinda jealous. Like I missed 3 times earlier today.
I think one of the first time I started replaying Echoes for the Rendo, I think I missed it over 10 times in a row, so... When that duo doesn't want to behave, it does not behave.
It really doesn't.
Marco is going for the Underworld Dash, straight to the light door. There is a trick where, if Underwater you press on the same frame, I think it's L, R, and B, because when you jump on a water for one frame, you have the speed you would have out of water, and by pressing all L and R at the same time, you will keep that speed you get from the first frame, and so you actually jump much faster than you would normally. And if you do it from the right position, it allows you to jump straight to the door, which normally you should not be able to. And he gets it. Ooh, Spider Ball at block.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Which is interesting.
Oh.
They don't need gravity for that, because you can grab the item, and as long as you can kill Blog without grav, you can then use Spider Ball to escape. So that's interesting. So then you will be forced to fight PB Guardian. So I have to see if it's worth getting now.
Given where gravity is and Sank, which is probably Spider Lock, maybe? Potentially?
Yeah, right. But let's say it could be in main research. So that might actually be logically required in this case to do that. Can it be logically required to beat Block Black Grab?
I mean, either way, gravity would be logically Spider Locked, right?
I believe so. I'll have to recheck the map to be sure of that.
Or was it up to 3?
I think it was exactly 3, if I remember right. Because we already had the up to 3 the bomb hit. Or maybe I'm confusing. I don't know. Marcus Mask is now... But they were dashing to the top window this time. So, safe station A. 3 rooms away. Yeah,
Great,
it has to
up
be...
to 3.
Oh, it was up to 3, okay, so it could be transit station or reactor core as well. Well, the reactor core is also spider locked, logically.
Transit station should also be Spider Locked, logically.
Correct, so Sank Map Station would be the only one that is not locked by Spider.
Which would mean we would need to find Cobalt and the light suit.
Yeah, logically, that would be interesting. Oh, we got a visor and a temple access.
Yeah, well, not much choice at this point what that could be.
Yep. If I'm correct, that might already be go mode.
Should be.
So Marcus doesn't know yet where the dock exactly is, but we know it's in the Hall of Haunted Dead.
Yeah, we know that it would be go mode for Market's Mask.
Yeah, right now
it's
the play
a 50-50 currently, but
yep, he's a 50-50 for him, but we do at least already know. But yeah, right now the play is most likely to drop down, grab Spider, kill the blog, then escape with Spider Ball, beat PB Guardian, pick up the Echo. At this point you can basically get everything, then return to Temple Grounds, get the Dark Visor, finish with Default Shrine. Since I don't think we need Dark Visor for anything than Default Shrine, and Default Shrine is basically right next to when you go for the temple.
oh, Feeding Pit has grapple? Oh, there's a suit.
Yep, there's a suit in Training Chamber. That's what the alt suit is.
So yeah, that's
What's Marcus gonna do? Is he gonna go to Sank? Interesting. Seems like he's heading to Sank.
maybe wants that gravity.
Yep. Either does not know that if you can beat a blog with a grav and you can escape with Spider, or does not feel confident fighting blog without grav.
Though, I mean, by all means, from what we know, logic should tell that gravity is spider locked. So.
A major item in Fitting Pit. Huh.
That can just be grapple at this point, or one of the other beam combos.
We don't know where Cobalt Translator is. Right?
Oh, Cobalt! Right. Oh, yeah, you're right. Correct. That one.
If the logic checks out and the game considers Grav is recalled for block with Grav and Sank Map Station, and yeah, Marcus would need logically to get that suit in storage C to get light suit, and perhaps find the Cobalt in Fitting Pit, which would then grant the Grav.
Yeah, that actually, yeah, that could be, that could be the thing. We do have Dark Visor to get in from Sank entrance without anything else, so definitely can get to Sank Map Station.
I think Marcus Mask is hunting for a Grav.
Yeah.
Going back to check his hints. I should check what a Grav was.
No, maybe misremembering.
Yeah, either or to 3
Up
rooms.
to 3 rooms. Yeah, maybe was also counting exactly 3 like us. But
yeah, up to
yeah.
3. The only one that makes sense is Sank Map Station. Yeah.
Yep. Sank entrance is 4.
You'll have a few choices. Either he fully follows logic, needs to find Cobalt Light Suit. Either decides perhaps to do the walk roll for Sank Map Station. I've seen him train it, so might know it. or just forgoes to grab altogether, which is also a possibility.
And I mean, this save is maybe indicating wall crawl attempt at least.
Meanwhile, Khaemere just got her bombs and gonna get the hint about Dark Visor, but oh, it's Boost Ball. It's a
Boost Ball.
Boost Ball here, right?
Pretty sure
Elimination.
got the Dark Visor already.
Yeah, it's already got the Dark Visor anyway, so that wouldn't matter. We're about to go to Public Grove and also find. Marcus did make a save, so I do wonder if he's thinking of Book Roll. I
would
think he
assume
is.
so.
I think he's going for it. There would be no other reason to go there right now. Yep, I think Marco is gonna attempt the summer station. Can be a spicy one sometimes. The ether box for summer station likes to do a little trolling. I do know that from experience. So good on him for the. Oh, maybe he decided not to do it after all.
Oh.
Or maybe he wanted to check something. Oh, he seems committed to it for now. First he needs to get the secret world in this room, which involves crew attacking into the tunnel up there, which is what he's trying to do, and there you go. It's not in the right position. You need to kinda end up in the position where you're kinda clipping on the side of the movable tunnel. And if you get in that position, then you can basically just walk and pop out of bounds. What he's gonna be trying to do, probably discussing with his mentor right now. Oh, fell down. He has to BSG out of there now. It's not a spider yet. You need to do a double or triple BSJ here to get back up. There you go.
Got back up.
Khaemere just got the boost ball from Grove. Go. I think he's in position, so now he moves a bit forward. He's gonna turn around. Or not. There we go. Now he pulled out of bounds. So now the walk roll begins. Pull to the side. He wants to transition to main reactor. Is to either jump on the side here. There you go. Get blood on the door. Oh, transition to main reactor. He's gonna jump backwards again to get back in the ether. Because we want to go on the other side of the room. It should be high enough. You can just walk across. Now you have to carefully position yourself. Because the whole idea is you want to make semi station load as you're inside the room already, basically. I haven't seen this setup before. You want to position yourself for the, well, it's still the transit station as loaded. You want to put yourself in that space, there you go. Move backwards, which will start loading semi station, and there you go. And now to escape, you just roll back forward and just jump. Because that causes transit station to load again, which unloads the map station, and you can just walk out. Very well done. Oh, and in premium, even landed straight back in bounds, don't even need to ceiling. That is a really good walk roll.
Yeah, that was really, really good. And now
He looks happy.
Yeah.
I mean, that was
Rightfully
very
so.
good. No major mistake, and that is not an easy walk roll. It's very easy to make mistakes and fall all the way to the bottom, and you can even end up staying stuck in the ether and having to reset, so that was really well done.
So now we Want
he
to go
correct-
back towards...
Oh yeah, probably wants to go back to 12 now.
Yeah.
But that was a very good play. Like he guessed the only logical place for the graph to be was sec map and just pulled the ball available. Well, Khaemere is Stentovis, finishing a tour. I do believe at this point, I do believe Marcus in go mode, right?
Yeah. Has all the information needed. Well, still on the 50-50.
Oh yeah, from his point of view, he doesn't know yet if it's on FT or not. So on their end, they wouldn't be sure, him in his mentor, that they wouldn't be sure that they're go mode. But we do know from our end that they are.
I mean, either way though, you get your spider, get the echo visor, and then you probably head back to Temple Grounds and see if you need light suit. Pick up any keys that are on the way.
Yeah, just blew up the Boost Guardian. Didn't kill. We're about to find out it's just still sadly.
Oh,
Yeah.
falling
Yeah,
on that
fell
last
down.
block there.
Sometimes Max likes to not act nice. Oh, that is the Echo Visor under Topple access. Didn't know about this. Well, at least the advantage of Marcus getting grab is he will not have to fight the block nor the PB Guardian, so that is actually a decent save of time. He can just pick up the spider and do a little BSJ to escape the fight and just wave his end to block. I assume we're gonna see him too. Yep, there you go. Getting position. Yep, just a bit too far from the platform. Oops. Block wants a piece of him. He doesn't want him to leave. And that platform remains slippery.
There we go.
But our fun time with Blog is over and we gotta go now. Bye Blog. We're just doing him a favor and we're not killing him. That's pretty nice of us. And so Marcus has Echo and Spire now. Just missing his Dark Weapon. What's interesting to see is he gonna start cleaning up STKs now and worry about Dark Visor later? Seems like he's heading back to Sang, so I think that's what he's planning to do.
Yeah.
Well, you clean up the STKs and hope he can find the Dark Visor. He might also know the wall crawl for FTAs.
I mean, you clear the SDK, so hope that you maybe find light suits alongside what you're checking. make it easier, and then just
Well, we know he's not gonna find it on the way to keys due to the fact it's in storage C, so it's nowhere near anything, nowhere near anywhere it go.
and it is not needed either, so don't really care.
Yep. So you might collect the SDKs and be like, okay, I hope it's not FTA, and just go check all of them dead. You'd probably be happy that's there.
Probably what I would do too is arguably the correct thing to do, and yeah, it will pay off.
He's taking the ball in research, which will allow him to climb up directly to ATS, which is one of our SDKs, and probably chain it into main gyro.
And pick up watch station access along the way.
Oh, and Sentinel path also, so we have a cluster of 4 keys very close to one another.
Yep.
It's gonna clean up watch station access, main gyro, Sentinel path, ATS, so that's gonna be 4 keys. I would actually just leave Underground Shrine, Default Shrine.
Yep.
There's the SDK. Now he has to go to this Judgment Drop to get back, because he never opened the gate for the portal and watch station. Thankfully there's a ball here that serves that function perfectly well. They do have cannonballs, so they will have to be careful at main gyro.
I mean, if you want to make fully sure, you could just give up your cannonball. There's a save station right there.
Yep. You probably want to at least save before, if you're not very confident. As indeed the save station is right there at main gyro. So you just don't want to do the thing and then save. But I don't think they have any reason to here.
Yeah, I was about to say, Marker, maybe not thinking about Sentinel's path, but this better to do first.
Why is he scanning the gate?
Because it says there.
Oh, you can check the pattern. I'm like, okay, that's a new one.
Yeah, I just also found out from watching races, so...
I never knew that. I guess I prefer playing it by ear. It's pretty nice for accessibility though. If someone has trouble hearing, they can use the scan to know what to press. I don't think it's in the vanilla game, so it's a neat touch they added. Yep. It seems to indeed be what it is. It's confirmed by Jeff. So we're now on to the main gyro, which will be our 8th key. Well, khaemere is about to take a safety save, and then the World Temple. I haven't seen how many hints they've gotten yet. It's gonna be interesting if she chooses to fight block with the Grav or to go for the Grav.
Khaemere will get the upside of stumbling over light suit, which would make getting grab easier. Although without Cobalt, that's still a problem. It will be the Cobalt in, but or the potential Cobalt in.
Yep, I mean, there's a good chance it's the Cobalt Translator as the Fitting Pit. Grapple there would be a troll.
That would be really true. Marker did do the safety save.
Yep. There's a pretty wise thing to do. Cost you 10 seconds, and you are sure you're not gonna break your game. Don't know where he saved last, but it could be a sizable loss of time. Both of them in a bomb slot at the same time. Does it count as a handshake?
I mean, there at least was the save prior to the stank map wall crawl.
Yeah, but having to redo that wall crawl
Yeah.
now would be nice. Light suit for khaemere. She's going back. Marker is reloading the room because once you've done the puzzle, you have to reload the room for the echo puzzle to actually appear. You don't need to actually go all the way to the door. You can just go like halfway through the room, which will unload main travel. Oh, they did save after the wall crawl, right? So they wouldn't have to do it again. But still would have to go back to Torvus and pick up grab again. And echo. Low, high, high, low. Are they going to try and keep the cannon or not? Yep, they are going to. This cannonball will destroy the centerpiece, but you have to make sure to touch it with cannonball after you've done the puzzle to make sure the castle plays and that the item appears. I'm not sure what is really in the room. I don't believe that's necessary after doing the puzzle. Correct. I think khaemere is going through the fitting pit. She just took the elevator to Aegon.
Yeah, I would assume that there's going to be feeding pit, hoping for cobalt.
And now Marco's gonna jump on top of the ball, morph, and boom! There's ISTK. And the advantage is we get to keep cannonball, which is a nice asset for emperoring phase 2 especially. To keep those pesky inglets off you.
Okay, and now it's praying time for Marcus Mask.
Yep. It's got 8 keys, so it's down to whether the Dark Visor is on FTA or all of it dead. So we know it's all of it dead. But if it was on FTA, it would have been interesting for it to be on FTA just to see how he reacts to it. Like, I would have been interested to see if he attempts a wall crawl or if he chooses to go on the light suit. Whereas at a point khaemere would gain time, but well, we know that's not gonna happen. Yes, khaemere did not do the worms yet, that is correct.
Yep.
I think after she got supers, she did storage CN for the suit, and then just save warp and went to key hints and Torvus right away.
Yeah, pretty much. Which also begin going to see cache for.
Yeah, we're going to see what cache for had, which is probably nothing.
I mean, this kind of routes into feeding pits together with worms. Want to make sure that you get the cobalt.
Busy will be worms and could go towards walk. She will find the annihilator on the way, which is perfect. And then go on to fitting pit. Elon Marker's save warped, I believe, and is now. Where is it going?
All of Honor dead in a slightly roundabout way.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised we didn't go down the Torvus way. Probably which was best. Maybe what's the ship say?
Could be.
Even then, I'm not sure. That'll be faster. Well, we'll get there either way.
Looks like a ship save.
No Lightbringer was harmed during the filming of this race. We have a request for more music. Oh, sadly we cannot switch.
There is the good news for Marcus Mask. That is now 100% confirmed go mode.
You'd be happy right now. And there's a Dark Visor. So, after having gotten his fifth save, we're gonna see him rush the default shrine and on his way to the final boss.
Go through the tunnel, over to the portal.
Well, khaemere is beating up a Mobus.
And it's honestly not too far away. Like, we've seen like the 4 STKs are like right there next to each other.
Yep.
And the last one is like on the way to the final bosses, so really just for khaemere to catch up to get that graph, get that spider, get that echo.
Pretty much, like with all the hints they get, she's gonna go towards Walk most likely to Fitting Pit, so she's gonna find the Annihilator, which wasn't hinted anywhere else so far. Probably gonna find the Cobalt in Fitting Pit, so we might have a confirmation of that on the stream. And from then on, it's simply like, remember the gravity hint and go get that in the keys, then go to Torvus, find Echo and Spider, and that's basically it. So she's definitely not that far behind at all. Without that unfortunate death at the start, it would be quite a bit tighter right now, I think.
That absolutely would be. Mangra would probably still have an advantage, but that would be quite a bit closer. Yeah,
that's later. And we get our final STK on Marcus Mask, and nothing stopping him from finishing the game now.
Only final bosses in the way. And of that, like, only Emperor 1 and 3. Because with Cannonball, Emperor 2 is like...
Yeah, Emperor 2 is gonna be pretty free. The only difficulty with it really are the Inglets, who love appearing right in your face and dropping you to the floor.
I mean, even that is negated with Cannonball, isn't it?
Yeah, Cannonball, I mean, when you don't have Cannonball, is the main thing that is annoying in the face. Is khaemere going to the Incash too? Or ignoring Fitting Pit? That's interesting.
I mean, you could route it this way around to get both. You just got Annihilator.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Like, she might have just found the Annihilator and think, oh, maybe there's something in cache too.
Yeah.
But if she's gotten like all the hints we've seen so far, I don't really know what she would expect in cache too.
Like maybe Cobalt in case Feeding Pit is grapple for some reason.
Possibly, but then we would definitely check Feeding Pit first because it costs a lot less time to do.
but you would need to go then the full way around again, since barriers in the way.
You do have to do that little stupid mini game where we scan the 3 things. The cutscenes only scan just a bit more.
Nice, and bring one from Marcus Mask. And one for
If you have roll over that front ball, and this will always tend to go some power bombs. And that's a very clean phase 2. I mean, just phase 3 to be up. Which we are going to score that. Nothing like being sent flying up high in the air. I believe it's even possible to be sent so high up in the air that you actually are thrown out of bounds.
I mean, I've definitely been thrown up to the door.
And there goes and brings me. Defeated by the squad attack yet again. That leaves just the escape and Darksum's in the way. Make your bets as to whether Darksum is gonna center or not.
I mean,
Well, it does depend at which point they attempt or not. Yes, for skip, of course.
like, given how clean Marcus Mask did, the first 3 parts of this, yeah, and it is
That
indeed
is,
Cobalt.
yep, that was indeed Cobalt Translator. That was logically required. He's gonna attempt a he lowered, so Makuma's lowered Dark Summers to just enough health before hitting the final phase, and will attempt squad attacking her as she comes back down to do a lot of damage. I did miss Dark Summers sadly. It's going for the Darby method, where you basically alternate firing a missile, so she props up her shield, and try to get 2 shots of Darby into her and fire another missile and just try to keep her locked like that. It is a slower, significantly slower method than squad attack, but it is a safer one as well. And it's still faster in getting centered. So we'll see how it matches.
Doing okay so far, but sometimes Darksum just for hopping away.
He doesn't run out of missiles, but I think he's got it.
Should have enough.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Low and steady wins the race. And there you go.
There we go.
That's GG's to Marcus Mask. Oh, can we stream Rose on?
No. And confirm official time 1 hour 53 minutes 28 seconds for Marcus Mask, and Khaemere still going, so that's just a screen freeze.
Yeah, it was just a freeze on our end. Let's see if she decides to go on or not. That was a very clean race from Marcus Mask. Actually, a very nice walk roll. We'll be seeing him in his mentor shot here in a moment. And here they are.
Hello.
Hello. GG's on this. That was a very clean race.
GG's. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, the adrenaline dump from that sync map play is still hitting.
Yeah, we saw that. I was wondering if you go for it, and so you're going for it, and that was honestly so clean. There's basically no mistake.
Yeah, Markers owes me a set of nails after that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I don't have spider. I don't know if I can get back up like from the lower thing. And then I remember Nye doing like a triple bomb jump one time, and I was like, maybe we'll get enough height. After that first attempt when we fell down, I was like, oh, we're cooked. But luckily, it was enough height to get out of there. So
Yeah, I did see you fell down at some point, and yeah, you can. It's not that hard a BSJ to get back up, thankfully.
yeah.
Well, you could have. I do think you could have skipped the gravity entirely, as if you do draw down, grab the item, and if you beat up Blog with that grav, it would actually open up the way to the spider track.
Yeah.
But you would have had to fight Blog and PB Guardian, so I don't think the wall crawl like wasted much time at all.
That's what we were debating because
Yeah, we were. Yeah, go ahead.
because I think I was like, hey, what do you think about this? And I was like, well, the spider escape, then PB, and I don't know, did we have a suit at the time? I don't remember if we found the suit yet.
We did not, but we had cannonballs, so PB Guardian wasn't much of a concern.
So and then since we were already in sync, because we were trying to do the room math on where this actually could be, and once we found out it was sync map, we were like, oh, that's great. Do we just go for it now since we're here or not? So.
And welcome to khaemere, yeah, and Lenophis who had joined us.
GG's.
Welcome.
GG's.
GG's.
So where was Spiderball?
Blog.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
Yeah, and gravity was sync map. So
Yeah, that was required light suit and Cobalt. khaemere actually had an advantage on his suit. She did find one in storage C actually. That's where the other suit was.
Yep.
oh, with supers. Oh, that's what we missed.
Yeah, it actually was in storage C.
Because we then lucked out pretty hardcore then on that suit underneath the statue then, in
That
Gathering
explains-
Hall.
That explains a lot.
You
Yeah.
could have played. Go ahead.
We were
So-
sitting there like we're like what piece of the logic chain we were missing? Because with Dark Beam blocked by PBs and Screw Attack, we're like, where are PBs? And then we're like, wait, a suit might open it up for this area over here. And then we found supers. Like, okay, is that technically in logic now or not? So we felt like we were missing either a suit or supers early game, if I was remembering right.
Suit
And
or
then-
PB, I think.
Oh yeah, suit or
the
PB.
main PBs were in Torva's energy controller.
Yeah.
So I think
where's
we
that-
got the hints. I think we got the hint for Cobalt is probably feeding pit, right?
Yeah,
Cobalt
Cobalt's
was
feeding
feeding.
pit.
Yep.
Okay.
khaemere actually went for it and did find it there. That was the major upgrade that was hinted in Fitting Pit.
Okay.
Yeah, we were missing Echo Annihilator, Echo Gravity,
Annihilator,
and a
Spiderball.
lighter with Spiderball at that point. So we're like, well, it's a major there, may as well head there. So after we got the hint in Training Chamber, we just turned around and beelined there.
So what you probably then didn't see, I'm not sure if you got the other hints down there, but there was a hint for Spider Ball being in Nitro Chamber storage. And,
Nice.
Was that an emerald hint?
Yeah, it was an emerald hint.
I think it was,
Yeah.
yes. And there also was one for the advisor in under temple access.
So that was,
so
I
we-
think,
we-
the
we-
both
so-
hints down there too.
So we would have just stumbled right onto him once we got gravity boost.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you weren't far behind. Sadly, you did take that death at the start. Lost you like 13 minutes.
yeah. That's.
Oh,
I did get
no.
lucky with a drop, just didn't want to drop any health.
Yep. I felt bad about that, but just kind of had to shrug it off and keep going.
Yeah, it's not
That's
easy because
unfortunate.
you take the beating at the start, but it's just the start. You still have the whole seat to go on. You never know what happens. Just have to keep the chin up and go back again.
And I personally feel like that. Like I wasn't playing, but I felt like we made up a lot of time with just some of the routing that we did.
You did find that visor earlier. You did find that suit, and we were actually wondering Because when the hint about Dark Visor was found by Marcus, we didn't know it was 50-50 between Hall of Undead and FTA, because no one had peaked FTA.
I forgot FTA.
And we-
So FTA, I'm pretty sure it has to be one of the hive keys because we checked all other Temple Grounds checks, and the only one left was FTA. And there are Ing Hive keys hinted in Aegon, Sank, and Temple Grounds. So FTA has to be an Ing Hive key.
Yeah,
Oh,
but by
wow, we
the
lucked
point we
out.
didn't know Hall of Honor dead yet, so
Mhm.
it could have
Yeah,
been 50-50 for either or with those two.
Mhm.
Because Marcus didn't
Yeah.
check Hall of Undead, so it was 50-50 when you got the hint. And it would have been interesting had it been in FTA in case Lights was required.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. I didn't
That
think
would-
about that.
That could have gotten us, but I do know FTA without light suit as well. So
Yeah, I did mention that at the time. Was like, but there's a good chance Marcus does know also the wall crawl for that. So
yeah.
how much it would have played out, I don't really know.
So we decided after getting the Dark Visor hint, we actually had a quick debate. We're like, do we go get that now or not? And I think Bella was awesome there and like, hey, like we don't have a lot that's required Dark Visor right now. It would be smoother to get that on the way for your last STK rather than going for it backtracking right now. So we just pushed forward to get the Emerald hints without gravity. And holy cow, were those hints clutch. So because I think after all three of those Emerald hints in Lower Torvis, that was no mode, I think. So
Pretty much was, yeah. Like you had the hint for Echo, you had the hint for Spider. You kind of had everything you still needed.
Yeah.
And the Dark Visor Gambit.
Yeah,
Yep.
Pretty much.
like by that point, like I think then we knew actually, or very close to that, we knew that the Dark Visor was available, so we knew that you would just eventually stumble over it, and not have to go out for your light suit, but or for the other wall crop.
Yep.
So, Markers, did you do Sank map wall crawl? Because I see you have gravity and you don't have cobalt.
I did it without Spider. It was the craziest stuff.
Are you mad?
Yeah, you did.
So it's a funny story because like Markers did not know it was possible to screw attack into the tunnel, but I did. The only problem is I don't know this wall crawl myself. So it was just a blend of both of our knowledges.
I
Yeah.
walked out very
coming into
well.
play.
Yeah, and big shout outs to Rayshai. During our first mentor session, I feel like I downloaded like 13 terabytes of information from Rayshai. And we just straight grinded out Sank map. So that was a shout outs to Rayshai. Thank you, Rayshai, for that. Came in clutch today.
That's wild.
There are no artifacts in this game, only STKs.
Oh, did I say artifact? Whoops.
I mean,
No, I mean wild. But
Oh.
okay, well,
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I mean, give Reggie enough time. There will be artifacts in this game.
Oh no.
You make me feel like a newborn.
Oh no. We're not going down this path, are we?
Well, what can I say? That's just the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, we need to shine some sun on this discussion.
Yeah, but with the discussion, I respect you all as warriors, and I want you all to know that. You've showed us the strength to carry on, and I think that's awesome.
my God.
Oh boy.
Amazing.
Well,
Um,
no sync entrance death this time, Leno, so you're off the hook.
Woo!
Did you? What route did you take to get to the dark beam? Did you sequence break that?
Yes, and that was we were talking about going into labs for screw attack first or not, but we weren't sure it was screw attack at the time. So we ended up hitting the DMT loop first, and then after we did both bosses, we're like, hey, like, do you know the wind chamber stuff? And actually, Bello helped me practice that before this race, so I was like, sure, we'll give it a shot. So yeah, we got both beams, basically right
Yeah, back
after
to
the
back.
early Dark Aegon loop. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We did the same.
Yeah,
at least up until that screw tech, you both you literally had the same route more or less, just with
Yep.
that additional death of Khaemere.
Yeah, you
early
did
on
route.
too.
You did about the same. Both of you, after getting the hints about the screw attack, both of you went up back to Aegon, did DMT, did GFMC, and both of you did get the Dark Beam with dashes. It's very
Yeah,
well
up
done.
until once we saw the Dark Beam, then I knew that it had to be the screw attack. Like it couldn't have been grapple or gravity. It's like, okay, no, this is a really, really good sequence break. If it had been like something like an ammo expansion, like movement system could have just been like the grapple beam.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it
See,
wasn't the case.
yeah. See, Bello, your routing was awesome. You
Well,
give yourself more
thanks.
credit.
I prefer to give myself credit for movement in this game rather than routing, but I guess I aged better in that regard. Who knows?
Yeah, because the backtrack would have been pretty harsh for the Aegon keys as well. If like you had to get screw attack and then go back up for dark and then all the way back down again,
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
that would have sucked. That would
it
have really
was
sucked.
it was definitely the right play to route like you did.
Mhm.
Both of you.
Also, DMT cannonball. That cannonball went hard. Holy
Oh,
cow!
Yeah.
that cannonball was
Yeah.
so good today.
I saw you not wanting to pick it up and be like, well, but you have to, because else the door will not open.
And then I scanned the thing and I'm like, oh, you can't get out. I was like, this is forced. You don't get a choice.
Yeah, you don't get to consent. You take this cannonball now. You deal with it. Thankfully,
Well,
you did get screw attack afterwards, so you didn't run in any risk of losing it to cannons afterwards. So at least there was that.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
of course we had to. That was the canon event.
Oh my.
Oh boy.
Cat
These
human
puns are
in
10
chat.
out of 10. Would pun again.
You're welcome.
Cat human was saying dark beam is logically locked by light beam and supers actually.
Yep.
Not the screw. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep,
So you had to
it's all
you had to
about-
have Amber and go the back way then. Oh.
Yeah, so you had to pick up the light beam on ship, go all the way through labs to. Oh wait, no, because
Bioenergy.
No.
I mean, because you need screw attack to get that. So you had to go through the front door.
Mm.
You had to use your bombs to do the vanilla sequence, go up to
Yeah.
bioenergy production, get your screw attack, come all the way back to Temple Grounds to get your dark beam, and then go all the way back again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty
I
much.
think- Yeah, we did notice that when we went to Torvis for the first time. It was like, oh hey, now that's our logical way to dark beam.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Already blanked out the race. It's all right.
Adrenaline be hitting different. I know that.
Gosh, my hands are still sweating from that sync map play. As soon as we fell down, I was like, "Ah, we're cooked. We're so cooked."
But then
mean,
we were
was last-
so back.
When was the last time you saved up to that point?
I went
We
to
pretty
save
often.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
said
I
just before. And just after.
Yep.
Okay.
and then
saw you
saved
firing your
immediately after.
Yeah, I saw you firing your beam. I'm like, he's happy.
Yeah, I saved quite a bit because like we did a lot suitless, and so we were low on energy quite a bit there. But like duping the E tank on ship was nice. Like had plenty of E for suitless, so that was actually kind of nice. But the early game I felt like would have been really hard, like damage wise.
Without cannonball.
Yeah, like that cannonball went so hard.
Yeah, it was
Even
like
getting that first E tank there on
that.
mining station A helped you massively there early on with health. Because Khaemere did not get that to that in the first place.
I wish I had turned around and got that. Like when we
Yes.
when I got the space jump and I opened the thing, and I was like, oh, I should probably get the E tank. Then I forgot to go get it.
And I didn't think about it either. It just completely blanked my mind. Just turn around, go get that E tank real quick.
Yeah, Marcus did get it, and he was able to bleed like fast to Dark Aegon. And Sally Khaemere did get the death to that. That was really unfortunate.
Oh, so you took a death in dark or jump guarding loop?
We were
Oh,
on
yeah,
our way
yeah.
back. Yeah, we were on our way back to Portal Terminal. The ink pod with an 80% drop rate dropped nothing.
Yeah, it did.
Oh
I
no!
was really unlucky, and the door was still in the process of it was still loading the room, so couldn't get across to get a safe zone. That was really
Yeah.
unfortunate.
That's
Yeah.
I
So-
feel like that's the spot where you most often die in the arcade gun is when you go back to the portal.
hmm
So there's one thing that I might suggest to people watching and to both of you that I like doing is staying a bit in the safe zone that's dropped by the enemy drone that you kill in there. Staying a bit of time to destroy the blade pods from the safe zone, regenerating a little bit of energy because the room will be loading at the same time.
Yep.
I missed the kill on the little thing.
Oh
Yeah. That's
no.
that's pretty much what led to it.
Oh yeah.
I fired a missile instead of a charge shot.
Oh. Well, I mean,
Oh,
And the missile missed because the lock on didn't happen.
Yeah,
Oh,
charge
wait,
shots
that's a-
can
that's a
sometimes
thing?
miss as well.
yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
is that not a thing in Prime?
In Prime, the missiles conserve lock-on property after you release it. In Echoes, that's not the case. You have to be locked on the whole way.
That makes so much more sense now
Mhm.
of why I've been missing missiles on. Oh my good. Okay, that was just a revelation.
Well, I mean, missing missiles, that's Seeker's job.
Oh, gotcha. Perfect.
I didn't miss a single Seeker door this time. I felt good.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
I
we did
think-
either.
Yeah, I think both of you got all the Seekers first time, so shoutouts to Seekers for being useful for once.
Ooh.
Working as intended. No challenge missing for us this time. I think that about does it for us. I don't know about you,
think so
Marcus.
as well.
Yeah, I think so. Other than just GG's to everybody.
That was a good
Holy
race.
cow.
Both
Yeah.
sides.
Yep, GG's again. Thank you for the columns. Thank you for the race.
Thanks to the runner and the mentors.
Yep, thank you, Leno.
Yep.
Thanks to Ralen for commenting alongside me, and thanks to Drake who did pick up the tracking from the chat.
Yeah, thank you all.
We don't have another match today, but tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, Sasquatch and Stashifer. Am I pronouncing that right? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that
Thatchford.
right.
Yep.
Stashifer. Okay, that's tomorrow, 8 p.m. And then Sunday, 2:30 p.m. with Rico and Raylan. Whew. We're gonna be.
Marco
this is
will
gonna
actually be
fun.
back tomorrow because he will be mentoring Sachifer, I believe.
Yep.
But I'm guessing that's it for us. If you have any last words.
Nope.
Thank
Yeah,
you
good
all.
seed. Yeah, good seed. Good job. GG's again. Marcus Mask and Bello. Well earned
Yep,
win.
GG's.
GG's.
GG.
You see you all next
Bye,
mission.
everyone. See you next mission indeed.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.